look, these things have always existed in the Ummah. They've had their times. And then when the Ummah is usually attacked, though, which is what it is now, the Ummah is attacked, people usually just line up and they forget about all this stuff and they don't speak about the things that accentuate difference. Which is why, as an example, I mentioned this example before, right? But Ibn Qudamah wrote a book called Al-Ulu, actually. Ibn Qudamah, even though some people say he done tafweed and all this kind of stuff, and he had a more relaxed thing of the attributes of God. But he wrote a book called The Highness of God. So he was actually claiming Allah's above the throne, etc. And he wrote a whole book on it. At the time, he was with Salahudin Ayubi, and he fought against the Crusades. Salahudin Ayubi was Ashari, and he fought behind him. He didn't say, "Oh, you know, actually, Salahuddin, we have to talk about Aqidah first." We have
That's a good barometer for now, because what's happening right now?
Exactly.
Those people who are...
No, but the madkhal is, what I don't understand is that they have such a problem with Allah being above the throne or not above the throne. But when it comes to secular laws, that's no problem actually. Bring this with that one. Do this. Let's do it together. No worries. All this is fine. So it shows that it's not aqidah. It's actually politics. Now it has become politicized. Today, it's become politicized. But I also don't want to give you the impression that in history, Islamic scholars were not. They were always cordial with each other and stuff like that. There were times where they were really at each other's necks. They would say things that were very bad, vile. That if a lay person said, it would be seen as bad.
Then as well, even to the extent, for example, they had the Shami scholars that said that the Khalif, 50 of them said that the Khalif is beyond reproach, is not accountable by Allah.
Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, they all took an oath by Allah saying he's not accountable by Allah.
So this is
multiple scholars.
Ultimately, what is it? What is it when we?
It's human nature. It's just human nature. But it's also like human understanding. At these times, people would unite because they saw the big enemy. There's never been a time in Islamic history where we have been this weak, this much attacked, and yet we've been this much divided. That's never happened.
That's the barometer.
Yeah, that combination is never.
That's the barometer to see those people who are calling for division now as being on the side of the enemy.
I think so.
The nefarious ones.
Yeah,
and that's where we have to be forceful.
Absolutely.
Because what they do is they appropriate. This is ijma when it's not. Now, for example, rebelling against the rulers. It's what they always paint it as ijma. When you look at the evidence, it's the exact opposite of what they say.
Absolutely.
Ya Rabbi, Ya Rabbi, inni as'aluka al-afwa